Hi, Charity Simmons, PSP fitness instructor and 200-hour yoga instructor from Cold Lake Air Base. Today I will be giving you a Vinyasa Yin class, kind of a mix. It'll be about 20-25 minutes long. If you have a block and you want to go grab it, feel free, but you don't require it. You can make do without it. In reference to COVID-19, PSP is offering telefitness to Canadian Armed Force members. By using social media platforms, the telefitness classes tailored to Canadian Armed Force personnel become accessible to all. Prior to participating in this session and to make an informed decision on whether you should seek advice from a qualified exercise professional or a healthcare provider, consult the Get Active Questionnaire or the Canadian Society of Exercise Physiology and reference document. The links are posted in the event description. By continuing with the telefitness class, you understand that there is a possibility of physical injury and you agree to do so voluntarily, at your own risk. You also assume the risk of injury and agree to release the Canadian Forces Morale and Welfare Services from any and all claims related to the participation in this telefitness class. We are going to begin by standing at the top of your mat, grounding your feet to the earth, lengthening your spine, lengthening your calves, engaging your quads, take the weight out of the knees, start to open up the chest, almost like you're holding a pencil in between your shoulder blades. Chin off your chest, lengthen and breathe. Inhale, reaching up to the sky, eyes to the light. Exhale, hinging at the hips, folding forward. Exhale, eyes forward, chin off your chest and lengthen. Grounding your hands to the earth and step it back. As a unit, come down to your chest. You can go to the knees at any time here. Peel away. Use your back muscles here, not your hands. Come onto your toes, push up and back as a unit again into downward facing dog. Sit bones to the sky, dropping your head, grounding your knuckles to the earth, lengthening your spine, flattening out the shoulder blades. Heels actively trying to reach the earth. Eyes gazing forward. Inhale, hop or step forward with a nice flat spine. Hands can be on your shins, your quads, or the earth. Exhale, hinging it forward. Inhale with a nice flat back, eyes to the light. Exhale, hinge. Again, have your hands where you like. Inhale, lengthen, open up your chest. Exhale, plant the hands to the earth. Try to alternate your legs, stepping forward and back if you can. You can always go to the knees here if you need to. Come down as a unit. Shoulder blades down and back and lengthen. Peel away. Again, using your back muscles here, not your hands. Come down to your chest, onto your toes. Push up as a unit again into downward facing dog. Ground the knuckles, drop the head. Find your breath if you've lost it. Eyes gazing forward. Inhale, hop or step forward with a nice flat spine. Exhale, head and chest fall. Inhale, reaching up to the sky. Exhale, hinging. Inhale, lengthen, eyes forward. Exhale, plant the hands, hop or step back. As a unit, keep the elbows close. Peel away, keep the elbows close. Come down to your chest, onto your toes, push up and back. Keep the elbows close. Down dog. Lengthening and breathe. Eyes gazing forward. Inhale, hop or step forward with a nice flat spine. Exhale, head and chest fall. Inhale, reaching up to the sky. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, hop or step it back. As a unit, come down slow and controlled. Peel away, lengthen. Come down to your chest, onto your toes, push up and back, down dog. Sit bones nice and high, finding your breath. Right leg, take it to the sky, hips are square, and step it through with a nice flat back. Raise both arms to the light. Hip, knee, ankle, everything's forward. Chin off your chest, shoulder blades down and back. If your arms can be straight out here, 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 wherever you can. Listen to your body. This is your practice. Open up your back foot, open up your wings, warrior two. Back foot is flat to the back of the mat. Both arms are being reached equally from one end of the room to the other. Take a look at that back arm, make sure it's in line. Then bring your eyes back over that front middle finger. Back arm falls back as your front arm reaches up and over to proud warrior. Eyes to the light. Relax that back shoulder and breathe. Back arm rotates to the ceiling as you roll onto your back toes. Crescent lunge or high lunge, shoulder blades down and back. That back heel is actively trying to reach the earth. That front knee is tracking the ankle. Eyes to the light. With a nice flat back, plant the hands to the earth, step it back into play. As a unit, come down to your chest. Peel away. Come down to your chest, onto your toes, push up and back, down dog. Right leg again, take it to the sky, hips are square and step it through. Stay on your back toes as you raise. Crescent lunge. Shoulder blades down and back. Lengthen. Front knee is tracking the ankle. Open up, warrior two. Back foot is flat. Shoulder blades down and back. Both arms are being reached equally. Not just that front arm. Back arm is reaching as well. Back arm falls back as your front arm reaches up and over, proud. Without looking, feel that front knee. Make sure it's in line. Slowly bring that back arm up to the light as you rotate onto those back toes. Back heel is long, finding your breath. Knee is tracking the ankle. Open up, warrior two, back foot is flat. Both arms are reached. Try to tuck your bum slightly. Try not to push it out too far. Back arm falls back as your front arm reaches up and over to proud. Eyes to the light. Feel that front knee tracking the ankle. Don't let it fall in. Back arm rotates to the ceiling as you roll onto your back toes. Shoulder blades down and back. Back is long. Chin off your chest. With a nice flat back, plant the hands to the earth into plank. Slowly come down as a unit. Go to your knees here if you need to. Pull the toes under and peel away. Come down to your chest, onto your toes, push up and back as a unit. Go to your knees again if you need to. Downward facing dog. Last time on the right side, right leg to the sky, hips are square, and step it through. With a nice flat back, crescent lunge. Everything's forward. Warrior two, open up that back foot. Open up your wings. Your body's being pulled in four directions, to each wall, to the sky, and to the earth. Proud, back arm falls back, front arm reaches up and over. Make sure you're not giving too much weight to either side of that back ankle. Ground the big toe, the baby toe, and the heel. Back arm rotates to the ceiling as you roll onto your back toes. Crescent lunge. Lengthen that back heel. Find your breath. Open up again, warrior two. Back foot is flat. Shoulder blades down and back. Chin off your chest. Back arm falls back as your front arm reaches up and over. Proud. Relax that back shoulder. Back arm rotates to the ceiling as you roll onto your back toes. Crescent lunge. Sink deeper if you can. Shoulder blades down and back, but reaching the arms. Open up, warrior two. Eyes going over that front middle finger. Finding your breath. Back arm falls back as your front arm reaches up and over. Proud. Keep reaching that top arm to the back of the room without losing the lunge in the front leg. Back arm rotates to the ceiling as you roll onto your back toes. crescent lunge. Lengthen, shin off your chest. As a unit, or nice flat back, plant the hands to the earth and step it back. Slow and controlled, come down to your chest. Toes under and peel away. Cobra. Come down to your chest, onto your toes. Push up and back into downward facing dog. Dropping your head, grounding the knuckles, flattening out the shoulder blades. Heels actively trying to reach the earth. We're going to move on to our left side. Left leg, take it to the sky. Hips are square. Inhale. Exhale, step it through. Stay on your back toes as you raise your arms up to the sky. Crescent lunge. Hips, knees, ankles are forward. Chin off your chest. Arms reaching to the light. Back heel lengthened. Back calf is lengthened. Slowly open up your hips, open up your back foot into warrior two. Both arms are being reached equally. Check that back arm out. Make sure it hasn't flown out to the side or it hasn't dropped. Then bring your eyes back over that front middle finger. Engage that back quad, lift it. Take the weight out of that back knee. Back arm rotates back arm falls as your top arm reaches over top your head towards me into proud warrior. Eyes to the light, fingertips being pulled to the back of the room. Try to relax that back shoulder. Finding your breath if you've lost it. Keep engaging that back quad, keep lifting it. Without looking, feel that front knee. Make sure it's tracking the ankle. Back arm rotates the ceiling as you roll onto your back toes into crescent lunge or high lunge. Hips, knees, ankles are forward again. Chin off your chest. Again, wherever you can have your arms, this is your practice. Listen to your body. With a nice flat back, plant the hands to the earth and step it back. As a unit, come down to your chest. Shoulder blades down and back and peel away. Use your back muscles here. Come down to your chest, onto your toes. Push up and back. As a unit, down dog. Left leg again. Take it to the sky. Hips are square and step it through. Crescent lunge. Everything's forward on your back toes. Shoulder blades down and back. Chin off your chest. But reach those arms to the light. Back heel is long. Open up your wings. Open up your back foot. Warrior two. Engage that back quad. Take the weight out of the knee. Ground the big toe, the baby toe, and the heel. Don't give one side of your ankle, the back ankle, too much weight. Back arm falls back as your front arm reaches up and over to proud warrior. Eyes to the light. Relax that back shoulder. Keep reaching with that top arm. Keep that front knee tracking the ankle. Back arm rotates the ceiling as you roll onto your back toes. Crescent lunge. Hips, knees, ankles are forward. Chin off your chest. Find your breath if you've lost it. Open up again into warrior two. Back foot is flat. Try to tuck your bum just slightly. We don't want to push that bum out too far. Both arms are being reached equally from one end of the room to the other. Not just that front arm is being pulled. Back arm as well. Back arm drops, front arm reaches up and over to proud. Eyes to the light. Fingertips being pulled to the back of the room. Keep that front knee tracking. Keep engaging that back quad. Take your back arm and rotate it to the ceiling as you roll onto your back toes. Crescent lunge or high lunge. Hips, knees, ankles are forward. Chin off your chest and breathe. With a nice flat back, plant both hands to the earth, step it back in a plank. As a unit, come down to your chest. Peel away, cobra. Come down to your chest, onto your toes, push up and back. As a unit, down dog. Left leg, one more time. Take it to the sky and step it through. Nice flat back, raise your arms to the light. Crescent lunge, shoulder blades down and back. Back heel is long. Open up in a warrior two, back foot is flat. Again, grounding the big toe, the baby toe, and the heel. Don't give one side of the ankle too much weight. Back arm falls back as your front arm reaches up and over, proud. Relax that back shoulder, eyes to the light. Back arm rotates to the ceiling as you roll onto your back toes. Press and lunge, chin off your chest. Open up again, warrior two. Back foot is flat. Shoulder blades down and back. Back arm falls back as your front arm reaches up and over, proud. Eyes to the light. Back arm rotates to the ceiling as you roll onto your back toes. Press and lunge, shoulder blades down and back. Finding your breath. Open up, warrior two. Proud. Press and lunge. Plant both hands to the earth, step it back in a plank. As a unit, come down to your chest. Heel away, lengthen. Come down to your chest, onto your toes, push up and back. Downward facing dog. Dropping your head, rounding your knuckles. Finding your breath if you've lost it. You can stay in down dog, or you can make your way into resting child's pose. Lengthen your spine, find your breath. If you need to grab a sip of water, feel free. If you're not in resting child's pose, make your way into resting child's pose. Your big toes are together. Knees can be apart or together. This is where if you have a block, if you want to use it, you can put it underneath your forehead. If you don't have a block, that's fine. You could use a towel, or you could stack your fists one on top of the other. You could also use a towel or a bolster underneath your bum. So feel free to use any equipment you like. Lengthen your spine. Arms are extended out. Relaxing your head against the earth. Find your breath. Keep extending your arms out towards me. We're going to slide the right hand off the mat. Keep extending it and place your left hand on top of the right hand. So the whole side of your left body, the left side of your chest is long and lengthened. Making your way back to center. We're going to do the same thing with the left hand. So keep extending it. Take it off the mat. Place your right hand on top of the left hand. One more time, coming back to center. Both arms are lengthened. If you find it hard on your shoulders, bend your elbows slightly, soften the elbows a little bit. Nice and slowly, making your way up, and then making your way onto your bum, and then onto your back. If you can come onto your back with a nice flat back, and slowly make your way to the earth, feel free. If not, just place your hands behind you, but I want a nice straight back coming down to the earth. I want you to make any movements your body needs right now. Maybe cannonball, curl up into a nice little ball, tuck your chin, or you can leave that head on the mat and a roll from side to side. Knees bent, heels by your bum. You could let your knees kind of just fall from side to side. Or maybe you want to stretch your body out, lengthen, be as long as you can, finding your breath. And when you're ready, you're going to make your way into Savasana. Palms to the sky, opening up your chest, relaxing your mind, letting both feet fall out to either side. Laying on your back is not comfortable, then find another position for yourself. Try to calm your mind, calm your thoughts. Just let everything go right now and breathe. slowly. Start to bring yourself back to the room. Start to wiggle your fingers, your toes. Just being aware of your surroundings, my voice. And when you're ready, nice and slowly, rolling over onto one side of your body. When you're ready, nice and slowly, make your way into a seated position, half or full lotus. If you always come across one way and it's more comfortable, try to cross the other direction. Bringing your hands to heart center. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me, guys. Make sure you drink lots of water. Bye.